Yo, I'm here. I'm signing in on y'all, man. Um, Let me break down something else to you people, man. And like I say, man, I don't get credit like I should, man. I don't get appreciated like I should, man. The stuff I bring y'all, man, and it's I say, ain't nobody don't bring you, bro. Nobody don't bring you stuff like this here. The stuff that I think about, man, y'all ain't nobody thinking like that. Let's break down this racism. I'm gonna tell you people. You got a lot of black people talking about this, what's his name, Hinton guy, whatever his name, the guy's son that got shot by the cops. And you got everybody, wishing, thinking it's a good thing for another man to kill another man. And this is all black people. You people have totally abandoned God. For you to feel good, for you to think that it's okay for another man to kill a cop you have totally you know what? I'll be the first to admit I'm a punk. I'll be the first to admit I'm a homosexual. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a zero. I'll be the first to admit that I'm less than nothing. Wind it back. I'm less than nothing. Now, it's bad to be nothing, but I'm less than nothing when it comes to God. And you people, when you stand up to God and you show God no fear, and you just sit here and think it's okay, and you feel good about another man killing a cop. Sometimes if you show a person how they feel, where did it come from, maybe they will overcome, because they trapped and they don't know, they feel this way, but they don't know where it come from. Let me explain to you where black racism come from. I'm gonna explain to you, and nobody ain't told you this. There's been millions and millions of thousands of TV shows, thousands of newscasts, thousands of this and that. But ain't nobody thought enough to tell black people where your racism come from. Your boy got your back. Let me explain to you where black racism come from. Do you know when that movie Roots came out years ago? Bravo. Racism was just born to the black person. Racism was just born. That's when racism for a black person was just born. Because let me explain something to you. You can read a story. It's not like seeing the story. You can hear about an event or a story, but it's nothing compared to seeing it with your own eyes. You see, there might have been books telling about how the white man did the slaves. Okay, they read it. There might have been stories how the white man did the slave. Okay, they heard it. But when that movie Roots came out, they was able to see this with their own eyes. And every black person in the whole earth that seen that felt some type of way after they got through watching that movie. And that's when something was born in their brain like a dopamine. You know what they say, that dopamine in your brain, when that get clicked out, when that turns on, you gotta have it, whatever it is. Well, that was a dopamine in the black man brain that got opened up when they seen that movie. Now, whoever produced that movie, I think it's James Earl Jones, if I'm mistaken, or whoever, but you ruined the black race when you released that movie. That's why come you got black people hating cops. That's why you got black people with a mean streak in them. Black people's a pure mean. Black people's got a mean streak in them, and if they can't get it out on somebody white, they'll take it out on somebody black. And like, I'm gonna explain to you how this happens. What you have in you, your child gonna have that same thing in them. If you got hatred in you for a white man, when your child born, your child gonna feel that same way. It just needs something to trigger it off, but it's already been born into that child because you got it in you. I mean, I just be like amazed sometime when I be talking to my son, and I know the foods I like, but it seems like everything I like, he like it too. And it's not like we sit here eating it together and he say, yeah, I like this, and me, and I say, yeah, I'm liking it too. No, we can just be on the phone having a conversation, and he be like, man, I got to taste of me some peanut butter cookies, man. I love peanut butter cookies. Dang, son, boy, that's what I love. I love peanut butter cookies. We just might be, talking on the phone like, darn, man, he might say, I might say, shoot, man, I got to taste for me a good pizza. And he'd be like, darn, I love pizza. It just amazed me that how much stuff that my son inherited from me. Now, if I was one of the ones that took the Roots movie and start hating, being a hatred in my brain, and when I had him, he would have had that in him. But just so happened, it's like my son feel the same way I feel about it. At the end of the day, honestly, in order for me from changing into somebody that I didn't want to be when I seen the movie, I made it into a funny thing. I made it into a joke. I looked at the movie and laughed about it. That way I'm saved for the future. That way my kids is not tarnished and growing up hating police, growing up hating white people. But we laughed about it. Me and my son, we laugh. We silly. We crack jokes. That's what we do today. We might laugh about the movie, how they were acting and stuff. So at the end of the day, yeah. But you take some people who looked at the movie and they took it to heart. They took it to the heart. And that made them change. That made them feel some way about white people. It made them feel a different way about police. That made them feel a certain way about anybody that has some authority over them. They hate you. Black people hate you. They hate anybody that got authority over them. And I say, that's just black people. And that's because of that movie came out. Okay? And this is just what the devil wanted. And it seems like when black people kind of sort of easing up, what the devil do, he come around and turn the eye up on the stove, on the stool a little higher. He came with that movie, The Django. Okay? Here we go again. Now that refreshed the black folk memory, and here we go again. They hatred for white people. They hatred for the police. It's just been stirred up all over again. But just in case you people didn't know where your hatred come from, where your racism that you have for white people, where that come from, thank James Earl Jones, because he's the one that made that movie and made black people hate white people. Like I say, that right there, and until these mothers that's birthing out these children, until you start cleaning out your children, the bloodline, like I say, man, all this stuff got to do with women. Women hold the key to the earth, and they just don't know it. They got the power to change a lot of things on earth, and they just don't know it. Women, if you teach your child, when you having these children, teach your children not to hate police. Teach your children not to hate people with authority. Teach your children not to hate white people. If you women hatching out these children, You teach it and raise your black children to raise that up in them. This hatred that black people have for cops and for white people will go away. You feel me? This hatred will go away. But it starts like, well, you black, you Muslims. These gangs, blacks killing black, you Muslims, you women, you got the key to that as well. And you don't know it. If you women stop sleeping with these gangsters, these gangs will break up. Because see, ain't no man gonna sit there and keep hanging around a group of other men and he can't get no sex from a woman. I mean, come on, bro. I'm giving y'all the key to life. I'm telling you something and teaching you people something that ain't nobody else on this earth done told you. Nobody on this earth ain't never taught you how to break the street gangs up. Nobody ain't told you how to stop blacks from killing blacks in these gangs. All you women got to do is stop sleeping with them. Tell these gangsters, no, get away from me. I don't sleep with, I don't mess with people, men that's in the gang. I don't mess with men in gang. If you women start telling these gangsters that, they'll break up. All these gangs will break up. Because like I say, who gonna stay in a gang and you can't get no woman? Couldn't be me, because I know the first time I can't get no woman and she telling me she don't want to sleep with no dude that's in a gang. And every time I go to the next woman, she telling me the same thing. Then I go to the next woman, she telling me the same thing. Then I go to the next woman, she telling me the same thing. All right, look, bro. Hey, yo, dog. Yo, boy, fellas, let's gather around here. You know, me, Killer Pete, right here. I got something to tell y'all, bro. Look here, it's been nice. It's been good knowing y'all. But look here, bro. I'm up out of this here. You know, you feel me? And that beating y'all gave me to initiate me in the game. Hey, that's on me. Don't worry about it. You know, but I'm out of this here. Cause like I say, I can't stay here watching another man booty 24/7, and I can't get no woman. And if anybody enjoy sitting around watching another man booty all day long, smoking weed and throwing up gang sign, but we can't get no woman, something wrong with you. So at the end of the day, if these gangsters are ruthless as they supposed to be, they ain't finna go for that. They ain't finna, hey man, look here, bro. I'm a real gangster. I ain't finna sit around here watching another man butt all day long and I can't get no woman. Man, these gangs will break up like flour. That would be the end of gangs. How simple is that? Why nobody ain't thought of that but me? Why nobody haven't came to the world and told the world what I just told them? All these years, all these decades, nobody ain't never know how to break gangs up. But how about your boy right here? I'm him. I'm something special, boy. I'm something special. Y'all need to let me be the next black leader, because see, I can lead you. I can lead black people in the right direction. And it's all about putting stuff in their brain that nobody else hadn't put in their brain. And the way you put it in there, pure raw. I put stuff in your brain and I challenge you. And the way I put it in your brain is that I dare you go do it and you're gonna look stupid. I just showed you what you're gonna look like when you do it. And it make a person stop for a minute, like, yeah, I don't know if I need to do that. He done showed me how stupid I'm gonna look. Now, maybe somebody else might come along and say, oh, don't do this. Well, you're going to go ahead and do it but that person didn't tell you how stupid you're going to look when you do it after you do it. You see, you got to give a person something to think about before they do something. But if you don't give them nothing to think about the consequences, then they'll go ahead and do it. But yeah. Just want to let y'all know, man. But that's where racism started at. That's where, and like I say, the people that heard about slavery, the people that read about it, how it did, I mean, that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game compared to when you see it with your own eyes. So yeah, when they made that movie Roots, black people started hating white people from that day on. And like I say, just by them reading about the slaves, You know for yourself, when you was in school and when they was teaching you about slaves, you didn't feel that way about white folks. You didn't do it. And you know when you was in school and you read about white folks, you didn't feel that way about white folks and polices. Now, when that movie came out, that's when all hell broke loose. Your brain changed into something else that day that movie came out. When that movie came out, that's when black folks changed. Like I say, that was the worst thing that ever happened, because like I say, it didn't only put a fire in blacks against whites, but it put a fire in black people against black people. It put a fire in blacks against, because see, they used to get two black people and bring them in the house and let them fight to the death. And the white man sit back and watch it. Well, when black people see that in the movie, they like, wow, okay, we can kill blacks. Because like I say, the black man didn't know nothing. And everything that the black man does, the white man introduced them to it first. The white man introduced black people into killing each other first. You know, that's and look what it does. That's all black men do is kill each other. But it was first exercised when slaves. You see the movie The Django, where they brought two slaves in the house and make them fight and kill each other. But yeah, this is where it come from. And like I say, and you say, I just believe that, you know, when those Hebrew Israelites, you know, they be saying that they the Jews and all this. I believe that. But I don't believe you the only Jews. But I think you probably the only Jews. We the only Jews that's of a color, of whatever tribe we come from. But whatever it is, we're being punished by something, by God. We did to God. Because like I say, if God didn't want black people to be in slavery, we never would have been. So whatever we got punished for is something we did against God. And the generation through the generation have been punished. So for all I know, slavery could have been a good thing, because God could have just killed you. He can either let you go through that and live, or he could have just killed you and throw you on in hell where you're going to burn eternally. So, well, you think slavery is a bad thing? All along, it might have been a good thing. Because God can make it way worse than that. But I'm him, signing out.